Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the heathen, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in this law I see hideth it sunrise and sundown. Him a go there like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth fruit in his season. Him leaf never a go wither, and whatsoever him doeth shall prosper. Yea! The heathen them now they sow them there like a chaff, which the wind driveth away. Therefore the heathen them never go stand upon judgment, nor the sinner man them in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord God Jah, never the way of the righteous and the way of the sinner man them always and always I go perish. Let the people of the Most High God say, Jah! Kedamawe gromabe atela exagbier tanaistalin abashante shante 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 Kedamawe gromabe atela. Yes, my name Blakk Rasta, and of course this is the Black Pot, where we speak truth to power. My brother, my sister, in every traditional African home there is a black pot, and when that black pot rests on the fire, we know that there is something very delicious cooking. Today we have something very delicious cooking for you. And I'm so glad that you have allowed me into the comfort of your homes. Remember, we are in the service of God and country. Remember, it's all about the development of our people, our continent, our land. We normally don't like to criticize, but if we must criticize, we would only criticize to build and not to destroy. This is the Black Pot, aka COOCOO Show them up, where we speak truth to power. My brother, my sister, the first thing I want to look at today is something I have decided to title Ghana Cocoa Goes Cuckoo. Now, when somebody goes cuckoo, it means somebody goes crazy. Now, Ghana Cocoa, my brother, my sister, has a checkered history. We all remember how Tete Kwashi, one of our own, born and bred in La, my brother, my sister, traveled all the way to the island of Fernando Po in today's Equatorial Guinea. And as legend will tell you, he swallowed some cocoa beans and brought that all the way to this part of the country today called Ghana. In fact, why did Tete Kwashi decide to bring cocoa all the way from Fernando Po? Because it was different. Because it tasted different. No wonder Ghana cocoa is touted as the best cocoa in the whole world. Today, even in Fernando Po, you can't find a single cocoa bean. You know why? It's all gone extinct, all because of the pollution from their mining and exploration. My brother, my sister, Tete Kwashi brought that cocoa to Ghana. And the whole world, everybody's clamoring for Ghana cocoa. Recently, we had some very serious competition from the Chinese that intentionally came into this country and broke that jinx by destroying our land in the name of illegal mining, which we simply call galamsey in this country. My brother, my sister, to make it easier for us all to understand, we have spoken about this cocoa issue over and over. Now we have a new cocoa boss, and his name is Joseph Boahin Edu. He was my lecturer at the University of Science and Technology, Kumasi. Has he destroyed Ghana cocoa? Or has he kept Ghana cocoa strong? My brother, my sister, Ghana cocoa has been Ghana cocoa from its inception. Sweet and nice. Everybody wants to eat Ghana cocoa. Now, Ghana cocoa has been growing from strength to strength in the days. Recently, we had a headline that made our blood freeze. And what was the headline? That some cocoa loan some money meant for cocoa for the 2016 and 2017, my brother, my sister, broke our back. What happened? Because it was all gone. And look at the headline. And this is from Reuters. It says Ghana's 1.8 billion loan for 2016 and 2017 cocoa is all gone. Gone where? Gone where? Now this money was supposed to be used to develop the cocoa that we have in this country. To develop the industry. Farmers were supposed to have that boost to be able to make Ghana cocoa become solid and nice. But it was all blown away. Now more information is coming in. Hey, do you know that the Japanese even gave a loan to Ghana at a point to even help with their cocoa production? Look at it. Japan to provide 100 million American dollars in loans to Ghana. My brother, my sister. And these loans, did they come to Ghana or not? Did they also get blown away by the cocoa thieves? My brother, my sister, many more, even the EU came with a fat loan for Ghana. My brother, my sister, all because of the cocoa. And as we all were waiting to see the cocoa industry grow bigger and better, they brought in a lot of measures to help us even boost our cocoa marketing. What did they do? My brother, my sister, now instead of celebrating Valentine in the so-called red and black or whatever it is, we decided to call the so-called Valentine Chocolate Day. That meant that at least everybody should eat some amount of chocolate. And that was quite ingenious. You know why? Because cocoa in itself has a certain level of aphrodisiac. And that day is meant for love. And then the making will come later. You understand that? Some people have turned the so-called Valentine into a sex day. Ghana took advantage of that and made it Cocoa Day or Chocolate Day. But, hear me now. Somebody might have gone into it and realized that, okay, cocoa actually has some level of aphrodisiac. And for that matter, let's inject it into it and rather use it as gifts instead of having flowers that we don't even produce in this country as gifts. That was ingenious. In 2019, Ghana made so much profit from our cocoa. 2019. We all were jubilating. Ha ha ha. Ghana cocoa is going better. A year later, we started mourning. In 2020, Ghana cocoa slumped. And we made huge losses. Look at it. Cocoa board records 42.4 million loss in 2020. How come? You remember they talked about fertilizers, right? You remember they were all talking about fertilizers, how the fertilizer program was going to be stopped. All because of debts and also because some people were smuggling the fertilizer out. Watch it. We suspended free fertilizer program to curb smuggling. And we have already talked about that. Listen, if you are feeding your children and they decide to pass the food out to other children, does not mean you should let your children go hungry by suspending the feeding program. But Ghana, the wise country that it has always been, wiser than King Solomon, decided to suspend the fertilizer program. And then cocoa farmers went back to using cow dung, fowl dung, bird dung, pig dung, in order to grow the cocoa. And when it was not growing that well and that good, you know what they did? From NPK, now they were using cow dung. They were using fowl dung, pig dung, and even human dung. Jesus have mercy. Our cocoa farms turned into free-range toilet facilities for Ghanaian people. And they encouraged that because they said it's manure. It will help the cocoa grow. After all, the fertilizer program had been cancelled. Unfortunately, the human dung rather started killing our cocoa. Whilst China, on the other hand, was building its cocoa industry. And to even make it worse, hear me, brethren. To make it worse, you know what they did? When the farmers realized that the cocoa was not yielding much anymore, you know what they did? Hey! They quickly started selling their cocoa farms to Chinese to start illegal mining. They cut down all the trees and started digging the ground for cocoa. I beg your pardon, for gold. And Ghana started recording losses. My brother, my sister, has the cocoa minister destroyed the cocoa industry? My brother, my sister, has the minister of Agric, the old arrogant minister of Agric, has he also aided in the destruction of our cocoa industry? Hey, the whole world, when they talk about Ghana, aside talking about Kwame Nkrumah, the next thing they talk about is our gold and our cocoa. If we are going to lose the cocoa fight to the Ivory Coast, now the Ivory Coast is the biggest exporter of cocoa, and we are second or even third to Brazil. My brother, my sister, now the cocoa that we held with so much pride, have we lost it to careless behavior? Now the cocoa that used to give us money, hey, everywhere in the world, when you had Ghana cocoa, it was like hard currency in your hands. Oh my God. Hear me now. Now I'll tell you something interesting. If Ghana cocoa has gone down like this, degraded and dehumanized like this, then what are we waiting for? What are we looking at? It means that very soon the world will be running around some other countries like the Ivory Coast, running around those countries like Brazil, and the legendary Ghana cocoa that came in through some very, very unbelievable circumstances to us would have gone extinct. Are we ready for that? My brother, my sister, this is the Black Pot, aka COOCOO, where we speak truth to power. Now, my brother, my sister, let us look at another thing that is so interesting. And I would like us to open our ears with rapt attention and blow this away. This one I have titled Parliamentary Buffoonery. Now, when we talk about buffoonery, what are we talking about? Foolishness, right? Yes, it looks like there's a lot of buffoonery right there in the Ghana Parliament. What is this buffoonery all about? Hear me now. There is a headline that just slapped me, and I looked at it and smiled. It's about Adwoa Safo. And somebody in government and also in parliament is talking. Watch it. Adwoa Safo's decision not to come to parliament has cost us almost 1 billion. That's an NPP. Adwoa Safo is supposed to be on the side of this MP. But my brother, my sister, as it is right now, Adwoa Safo has decided not to go to the parliament. They have invited Adwoa Safo to the Privileges Committee. And that committee is headed by no other person but the so-called Joe Wise, who doesn't seem to be that wise anyway. He speaks very good grammar. When he's speaking, it's so beautiful to listen to him. But after he has spoken, you wonder if there's any wits in what he has said. My brother, my sister, hear me now. Joe Wise was the same person who sat in for Alban Bagbin and only rose to walk around when he remembered that he had to take his medicine at the time that Parliament was voting. And it brought about a furore in Parliament. Adults, grown-ass men and women behaving like kindergarten children right there in the Parliament House of Ghana. Beating each other, slapping each other, racing around like cats and dogs. My brother, my sister, in the Parliament House. And I'm so angry. Now, when you idiots misbehave in the Parliament House, you don't only drag your names into disrepute. You drag the good name of this country into disrepute. And when I talk to you, I have no apology. You know why? Because, my brother, my sister, this country has come far. We travel around and we see other countries. And when we return to our country and we have buffoons take over our parliament, misbehaving, it is so painful. Did you see that guy who was chewing ballot paper like a pig on heat? Did you see them punching each other's fat bellies? All because of a certain levy, egotistical levy. They flew Ajua Safo all the way from America, where she was sojourning. How much did they spend on flying Ajua Safo? Watch it. E-levy vote, Ajua Safo, private jet flight swallowed 948,500 Ghana cedis. That's almost 1 million Ghana cedis. Oh, Jesus. My brother, my sister, hear me now. E-levy vote, Ajua Safo's private jet flight swallowed 948,500. That's almost 1 million Ghana cedis. What have we done wrong to you? You flew all the way to come in, as this story is telling us. And it was corroborated by so many other networks and news outlets. Look at this. Prop $140,000 spent to fly Ajua Safo to Ghana for e-levy vote. Minority to special prosecutor. Up till now, there has never been a probe. Who paid for this? The Ghanaian taxpayer or the fat belly oversized suit flying president? Who paid for this? One person was flown all the way from America, and when she came, she even refused to vote. Now some people are saying she wants to be a deputy speaker because she used to be one in the days. Now she doesn't see why she's not. So she's home because of ego. Or maybe she's even fed up and tired of a party. My brother, my sister, Ajua Safo has spoken. And she's quiet. Hey, that didn't end it. Did I hear that they paid some 120,000 Ghana cedis into her account to lure her into coming to the Parliament House to vote for the demonic e-levy? Watch it. Chief of Staff gave me 120K to deposit in Ajua Safo's account for her to come to Parliament. Jesus. Because they wanted to pass that infamous e-levy, they did everything possible, blowing the Ghanaian taxpayers' money in order to bring one soul all the way, coax this soul to come down and vote. Henry Kwate was also said to be flown from where? Was it Canada? Now we also heard that Kennedy Japan himself said they brought a private jet, but he said he didn't need it because the Ghanaian is already suffering. He wanted to fly ordinary, that's at least first class, and come and vote. We all know he went through a certain surgery. As to whether he was well by then or not, they had to force him out to come and vote for e-levy. Now we also saw another MP who was so sick. They had to bring him to the Parliament House in an ambulance, waiting ambulance, for him to come and vote. Ghana, what the hell is wrong with you? My people, what is so wrong with you? So because you have to pass a certain demonic bill, some terrible levy, every Tom, Dick, and Harry, every cockroach, lizard, and grasshopper had to be removed from every hole and crevice and coaxed into the Parliament House to vote. If you can pay Ajua Safo 120,000 Ghana cedis to come and vote, only God knows how much you have given to the other MPs. Fire will burn you one after the other. Posterity will judge you harshly. You are wicked people. See how much money you are blowing away. Do you think about the Ghanaian who is dying in the village? Do you think about the people who go to the hospitals and have no beds and are turned away? Do you think about the next generation that is supposed to be coming out to take over from us? Sometimes I cry, brethren. Sometimes I sit back at home and tears just run down my face. I wish that I was never even created at all if this was what the world was going to be about. For how long can you keep fighting idiots and fools? For how long can you keep fighting demented people? For how long can you keep fighting unpatriotic people? Sometimes I cry like a baby because this country is refusing to think, brethren. Sometimes I sit back and I look at the country and all I see is nothing but gloominess, darkness, opaqueness. And I sit back and I say, Father, what is the way forward? I wish I had the rod of Moses. Stretch it out. Divide the country into two, so that the idiots will be on one side and then the wise ones will be on the other side. That we give independence to the fools and idiots so that they form their own country, so that the other people who have their brains will sit in one country and let the country develop. Why? Today an MP is saying that they have spent how much? Bring it back. That they have spent how much money on Ajua Safo? Listen, my brethren. Spent how much billion on Ajua Safo because she refused to come to parliament? My brother, my sister, whatever the reason Ajua Safo is not coming to the parliament, hear me now, she owes the people a responsibility. She owes the people a huge responsibility because they voted her into the parliament. She cannot let the people down. Now the people of Domekwabenya are suffering. They have no MP now. Nobody is representing them in parliament. How do they feel? Is anybody thinking about them? Just like the Sal people. Remember the Sal people who have no representatives in government. My brother, my sister, to God be the glory. I hope and I pray that we will all put on our thinking caps, and as human beings will sit around the round table and be able to judiciously think about our country and not maliciously dealing with partisanship and not patriotism. A country that is not patriotic but partisan is a country that is not worth thinking about. Everything in this country is about partisan politics. Yes, the other day, a certain party chairman bought a fleet of cars, and that was for the party, not for the country. They think about the party first, not the country. They will fly Ajua Safo in, all because of the party and not because of the country. But listen, in these times, it's better to think about us representing our country rather than making the country suffer because of us. My name is Blakk Rasta. It's been the Black Pot, a.k.a. COOCOO. For the first few minutes, I remember I have a quote for you, and this quote is appropriate for what we have just discussed. Skip a jar! Well, my name is Blakk Rasta, and this is the Black Pot, a.k.a. COOCOO, where we speak truth to power. It is all in the service of God and country. Remember, we normally don't like to criticize, but if we must criticize, we would only criticize to build and not to destroy. The next thing I want to look at is appropriately titled. You know when they say a man has a two-face, you know what that means? It means he's a hypocrite. He stands for good and he also stands for bad. It's not possible. A house that is divided against itself in thought, in body, mind, and soul can never stand. Hear me now. Ghana's two-faced betrayer. Now you all remember when Russia attacked Ukraine, invaded Ukraine, shot and killed and bombed innocent souls. Russia might have been justified in its thoughts that, oh, Ukraine was going to join its enemies. But certainly, the whole world condemned Russia for invading a country in modern times and unleashing bombs and weapons, killing innocent souls. My brother, my sister, we all saw how many people were buried in broad daylight, sometimes in mass graves. We wept. We saw some racist journalists say, oh, it is blue-eyed people and silky-haired people who have been killed. Oh, this is unthinkable. We thought this would have been a third world country. Which one is the third world country? Nigeria, Ghana, Togo, Africa, right? Now, if we were killing each other, it wouldn't have been a surprise because we are fond of killing each other. It's our hobby to slaughter each other, like we are slaughtering each other in South Africa today. Zulus are ready to slaughter people night and day. Hey, because they say other Africans are taking their jobs. What foolishness, South Africa. Are you not ashamed? Such a beautiful country. Hey, when hypocrites and parasites came into your country and took over the country, we stood by you, fought with you. Today we are foreigners. When we were fighting with you in the jungles, we were brothers, right? You called us brothers. Oh, brother. And we said, what, brother? Today, you have turned brother into foreigner. And the way they say it is even funny. Foreigners. He's a foreigner. Hey, in South Africa, the moment they say foreigner, you are in trouble. It looks like the demon is here. Zimbabweans have become the modern day demons in South Africa. Nigerians are slaughtered night and day. Hey, South Africa, please be wise. Be wise. It hurts my soul. Anytime I go to South Africa, the beauty of the place, hey, the climate, hey, the aesthetic nature of the surroundings. I don't miss Europe even one day when I'm in South Africa. You know why? Because a lot of us travel because of skyscrapers. A lot of us travel because of the weather. In South Africa, everything is there. They have respect for vegetarians. They have respect for human beings. But they have no respect for the lives of other Africans. They have no respect for their own brothers. My brother, my sister, they thought that Africans should be killing each other. But no. Now, it is Europeans killing other Europeans. And to make it worse, brothers killing brothers. Because Ukraine and Russia were part of the USSR. A lot of them speak the same language. Now they are turning guns against each other. Can we call that tribal war? If this was in Africa, they would have called that ethnic cleansing or tribal war. But today, it is called the Russian-Ukrainian war. Now everybody around the world condemned the invasion of Ukraine by Russia. All well-meaning people criticize that. But here, Ghana came out and said, hey, these people, we are going to hold Russia responsible for the lives of Ghanaians. You remember that headline that came out? Nana Akufo-Addo said that, and we all laughed. How are you going to hold Russia responsible when under your own very eyes, we are killing each other in tribal wars? Go to Boku. Brothers are shooting and killing each other, maiming each other. Who have you held responsible? During your own election, we saw soldiers shooting and killing people. Who did you hold responsible? Hypocrite president. Lying pot-belly president. You think we are fools? You have no power absolutely. You are so powerless. You are like a toothless bulldog. You can't even hold your people responsible. You're going to hold Russia responsible for what? Caricature president, lying president. I don't like you. You know that. Hear me now, brethren. Mr. President said that. Now he wanted to show the world that he had a certain kind of responsibility for his people. But we know he's a hypocrite. Early this morning, I woke up and as usual I have to go through all the newspapers in the world. It's a Herculean task. And look at what is happening. What is Mr. President saying? Ghana abstains from crucial vote to suspend Russia from Human Rights Council. There was a vote. Yes. And the UN Human Rights Council is supposed to be that group where people would stand for the human rights of the world. Member nations and so on and so forth. Human rights. Watch it. 17 countries abstained from the vote and Ghana became one of those. Ghana refused to remove Russia from the Human Rights Council. Even though Ghana said that Russia has violated human rights in Ukraine. Ghana said, hey, the lives of our citizens, we will hold you responsible. We see you killing people, human rights abuses. Yet Ghana refused to vote. Now the problem with hypocrites is that they would come out and criticize. But when it matters most to turn the criticism into action, they are missing in action. Hey! When you see rot and wickedness happening, and you claim to stay neutral, you've taken a side already, the side of the lie, the side of the atrocity. Listen, what did Mr. President say a few days ago? We stand with Ukraine. Did you all see that headline? Watch! Ukraine and Russia war 2020 reason. Ghana stand with Ukraine under Russia invasion. And this is BBC Pidgin. Ghana called it an invasion. What is an invasion? When a peaceful people are sitting down and a warlike nation goes in by force to ransack and humiliate and dehumanize human beings. That's an invasion. You all remember the Iraqi invasion of Kuwait, don't you? This is the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Under no circumstances should people have been murdered and killed like this. Dialogue would have worked. Ghana even advocated dialogue. All of a sudden, Ghana has become neutral where it matters most to remove Russia from the so-called Human Rights Council. You know which other people supported Russia? China, Korea, and all those countries that America has a certain kind of brush with. My brother, my sister, people think more politics than human life. People look at their political correctness. You want to hear it again? People think about their political correctness than being correct in the eyes of humanity. Jesus have mercy. To God be the glory. Ukraine is going to get out of this. But America is a hypocrite nation, isn't it? England is also hypocrites. Look how they pushed Ukraine. We will support you. We will help you. We will, hey. And Russia all of a sudden got angry. And Ukraine with Dutch courage. You know what Dutch courage is, right? Dutch courage. Hey, we are. And Russia started sending explosives down. Tens of thousands of innocent souls have gone down the drain. Not one minister has been killed. Not one politician has been killed. It is the ordinary citizens that are dying. When they call for the war, they don't die. It's we who die. You understand me, brethren? We have to think. When two elephants are fighting, they don't suffer. It's the grass that is being trampled that suffers. Think about it deeply, brethren. Now Poland still wants to get Russian gas. Even if it means paying Russia in rubles, Poland will do it. And NATO is not happy. EU is not happy. We need to punish Russia for doing this. They are bringing sanctions, but Putin is a crazy animal. He's also pushing and trying to make sure that he wins the so-called war. And I just saw some other headline that broke my heart. You know what Putin says? He says that diplomacy, peace talks with Ukraine, dead. Dead totally. It's dead. He is not interested in any peace talks anymore. He said they have gone beyond the peace talks. Right now, it's bombs that will do the rest of the talking. My brother, my sister, I cry for Russia. But why? I cry for Ukraine. I cry for Russia too. And I cry for the world. Just two people fighting. The whole world has been taken captive. Why has Ghana all of a sudden U-turned? You remember the birthday message Putin sent to the president, Nana Akufo-Addo? It was a message to tell him that I have my eyes on you. When I finish with Ukraine, you beggar country, I will squeeze your balls until your pot belly bursts. Putin sent a message. You all saw that birthday message. The only birthday message that was in the form of a letter. Jesus have mercy. Dear Mr. President, I hear you are celebrating your birthday today. I want to say thank you to you for helping the people of Ghana. But remember that our eyes are on you. Hallelujah. My brother, my sister, to God be the glory. Yes, yeah, boy, need you know. Boy! Keep a job. When you feast and toast, we will bring the fire that you require to burn your way to total liberation. It is time for the COOCOO Roots Festival 2022, where we take the roots to the roots, where we take the COOCOO from the ghetto to the grotto. Date is Friday, 15th April 2022. Time is 6 p.m. until you drop, and rate is only 50 Ghana cedis. It is happening live at the Alliance Francaise behind the Opebia House, right there at 37. Hear me now. Now playing live is the ever powerful Blakk Rasta, your COOCOO legend, and of course Rex Somar, Ghana's high life legend, and other fireblazers like Fee Rankin, Black T, TK, Eddie Wayori, Zendima, and of course the evergreen Vibration Kings Band. Make a date and don't be late. You must come and witness real red hell on Easter Friday. Come, let us bury Satan with COOCOO, 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 bam, COOCOO, COOCOO.
Mr. President, why you dey lie so? Before election, you tell me you be angel. When you sick, you run go a London. When we sick, we die for Kolebo.
Every lady wants to walk out in glitz, glamour, and style. She wants to turn heads wherever she goes. She wants to pamper people who matter with her beauty. She wants her beauty to open doors long before she even opens her mouth. Chic Luxury Beauty Home perfectly understands this and makes sure this is delivered 100%. At Chic Luxury Beauty Home, we we make you glow brightest with splendid professional perm cuts, wigs, braids, lashes, twists and locks, waxing and more. There is a special pergola where you enjoy fresh air while we give you your sexy braids. We also give you a massage you will remember forever. At Chic Luxury Beauty Home, we are professionally unique, so we have our own Chic beauty products for your personal beauty care. We also offer international standard training in all our services, and our training is designed to suit your busy schedules and convenience. Locate Chic Luxury Beauty Home at Asafwache, Akubwa Link, Adringano Road in Accra. Call us now for business enquiries on 024 368 3070 or 055 9370 980. At Chic Luxury Beauty Home, we are sleek and chic.
Blackpot, COOCOO show them.
This is the Black Pot, aka COOCOO Show No More, where we speak truth to power. Now, hear me. Are you going for an interview and you need to look great and wonderful? Now, are you going to meet somebody really important? Remember that first impressions are lasting. Hey, maybe you need some very beautiful braids on your head. Maybe you need some locks. Maybe you need some twists. Maybe you need a good massage, a massage that you would always remember. Maybe, hey, you want some kind of braids that you will never ever forget, that will turn heads around wherever you go. Listen, don't go sit at a place that is so hot. We have a special pergola where you will sit and take fresh air whilst we meticulously braid your hair. Listen, we have our own Chic brand of products that we manufacture ourselves. Hear me now. And that is for your personal beauty care. At Chic Luxury Beauty Home, located right there on the Ajingano Road, right there in Accra. We make sure that you return to us every day because we have the magic to make you stand out. Hey, don't stand in line, stand out. You are a lady who wants to walk out and everybody will look at you and say, wow. Hey, you want to be able to take care of your beautiful skin. You want to take care of your hair. What are you waiting for? Maybe you want to also be involved in a certain kind of training. How to braid hair, how to be able to do twists, nail care, and so on and so forth. Something that is internationally beauty care, right? International beauty care. You must be talking about Chic Luxury Beauty Home. What are you waiting for? Call them right now. Yes. Call them right now on 024. Yes, 36 8 30 70 or 055 37 0980. You can see the numbers right there. Pick them up. Chic Luxury Beauty Home is the answer. Hey, and the training can be done to support you looking at the work that you do. Is it 1 month, 1 week, 2 weeks? We'll work it out for you. My name is Blakk Rasta. Remember the COOCOO Roots Festival is also here. We are left with how many days more? 2 days more to go. On Friday, Blakk Rasta alongside Rex Omar. We are kicking it hard and rough at the Alliance Francaise, and we need you to come in your numbers. We'll have great personalities in the house. Remember, we have many more artists to serenade you with good quality live band music. Blakka T. We also have Ediwe Yori. Ace and Dima is in the house. Phil Rankin is also in the house. Hey, we also have TK, who will be there in the Vibration Kings Band. It's a great night of music. 6 p.m. sharp. Rate is 50 Ghana cedis only. Remember, for your advance tickets, call 054 37 0 30 49. That is 054 37 0 30 49. This is the Black Pot, aka COOCOO Show No More, where we speak truth to power. Now, the next thing I want to look at is titled, you know, the animal, the goat. Now, goat meat, which is called chevon, is also called gold, is the delicacy of a lot of Ghanaian lawyers and the judiciary. They can take the goat and free a hardened criminal to come and kill all of us. They don't care. Kandapar came out, Minister of National Security, and spoke a lot of sense. Told the judiciary, if this country would go aflame, if this country would go cuckoo, a lot of it is going to be because of you. One-sided judgment is terrible. Some people have criticized him, but the opposition NDC is happy. That's how they are. The parties never think about us. When it favors them, they clap. When it doesn't, hey, they are there making noise. They don't think about the ordinary people. That's why I don't believe in politics. My brother, my sister, got lawyers to play by sizes. Who is the Chief Justice? His name is Enim Yabua, right? Yes. Justice Enim Yabua. Hey. In fact, he has inherited the sickness of the president, sleeping. Remember recently, my brother, my sister, that is him, dozing like a goat. My God. And that thing he wears on his head, it makes him even look like a Ponchikwesiata. Oh, Wanyan. Sorry. Hey, look at this man. That is the Minister for Finance in this country. He's thinking about e-levy. All of a sudden, he's falling asleep. See. He's nodding like an agama lizard on the savannah. My God, who is going to wake this man up? Wake up, Mr. Son. Hey. Jesus. And look at the IGP. Now, so Adao, hey, uncle. Because how they end the crowd. Oh, nyan, them demaden. Hey. Oh, Jesus, have mercy. My brother, my sister, they are sleeping on our woes and trouble. Sleeping competition at the state of the joke address. Hey, I look at these things and I think, hey, oh, okay, I understand. The president was extremely boring, very, very boring. Very boring that his own right-hand man, who probably drafted his speech, was sleeping. Chief Justice is sleeping. His colleagues are thinking about goat meat. Now the Chief Justice, after sleeping, has released a communique all over Ghana. What is the Chief Justice saying? What is the Chief Justice saying? Chief Justice says that, hey, right now, when you go to the courts, senior lawyers' cases are going to be called first. Senior lawyers, their cases will be called first. It means if you are a young lawyer, no matter how brilliant you are, you go and sit in the court and sit down. Senior lawyer comes with no brains, he will be called first because he's senior to you. They call it what? Something advocacy. My God have mercy. Senior advocacy. So senior lawyers would go to court and their cases will be called first. It is no more first come, first served. No, sir. Junior lawyers would have to sit down and wait. And what is the reason? One is happening in some countries of the world. Nigeria took it up. And some other countries. Senior lawyers must be accorded the respect. And two, they say junior lawyers must sit back and watch their senior colleagues, do the thing so they will learn from them. Hey. So they haven't learned enough from the law school. They are now coming to the court where serious business is handled. People's lives are at stake and they have to sit and learn. Hey, do you give a plane to a learner pilot to fly human beings? You mad? Are you crazy? No wonder the CJ is sleeping. Enim Yabua, right? That's his name, right? Sleeping, right? Sleeping night and day. Hey, state of the joke address. Pot-bellied, oversized suit wearing president is there making a mockery of himself. And then everybody goes sleeping. Maybe somebody even fired some sleeping gas there. All of them are suffering from trypanosomiasis. Repeat after me, trypanosomiasis. Some people can't. Trypanosomiasis. Hey, don't try this in Ashanti region. They will pronounce something else. My God. Hey, look at them. All of them, those who control the economy, those who control the nation, they are fast asleep. Wada. And the Chief Justice's sleeping is the funniest. with that thing on his head, that joke on his head. He looks exactly like the goat I saw in Sierra Leone, I think in 1997. Yes, Sierra Leone. Yes, Freetown. In a corner. I saw another one like that in Abuja with a long beard like that. Look, 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 look. Oh, Jesus, have mercy. What a thing. Oh, God. Oh, David. Oh, yeah. My brother, my sister, in these times, we need to get more serious. I don't understand. Why do we always say this country is doing it, so we have to do it? Younger lawyers, younger colleagues would have to go and sit back and watch their senior colleagues play in the court, so they will learn. My brother, in the court, it's not a place to learn. It's a place to exhibit what you have learned. It's like examination ground. You don't go there to learn. You go to deliver what you have learned. It's like a pilot, as I told you earlier. You train well. They never will give a learning pilot a whole plane to fly 400 people from England to Ghana. Will they do that? They would still have to put him under training. Even if he's on the flight, he might be an assistant flyer with a supervisor. If you want young lawyers to learn, why don't you let them still carry the bags of the so-called senior teachers of lawyers, following them like we saw a soldier swinging his... Jesus, stop that joke. Stop that joke. Enough of the comedy. Skip a judge. Now I deal with the next thing. And I'm thinking, I need to deal with it. The next thing I want to look at is death penalty. Out of the window, back through the door. Jesus. Hey. Death penalty in Ghana. Hey, there's a communique that they want to abolish death penalty. Did you see it? It's flying all over the place. Yes, death penalty. They are trying. Oh, yes, that's it. Watch it. This Amnesty International. And this was 2017. Ghana, scrap death penalty and grim conditions for scores on death row. Jesus. There are more. Just yesterday, another group came out and said that the death penalty in Ghana should be abolished. And that's interesting. Yes, so many countries are abolishing the death penalty. In America, a lot of the states have abolished that. But in Ghana, one man will go down in history as the most bloody, the most murderous regime, and that's the Rawlings regime. Nkrumah came, nobody was ever hanged or shot or killed. Kufuor came, he didn't even want to hear about that. Nanado never tried it. But Rawlings, so bloodthirsty, the so-called 1979 revolution, Junior Jesus, or is it the Junior Judas, came out and shot and killed former heads of state, killed a lot of people, buried all of them in mass graves. We saw that. The tribunal, or is it kangaroo court, or elephant court, or squirrel court, whatever it is. They shot and killed people. 79. In 1990, watch, just watch this. Just watch. Just watch. What is it saying? June 26, right? Oh, Jesus. See what is happening. Frederick W.K. Akufu shot and killed. Lieutenant General A.A. Afrifa shot and killed. And many more, to the point that New York Times even captured it. That Rawlings came in and shot and killed people. Look at New York Times. New regime in Ghana executes 2 ex-rulers and 4 senior officers. In fact, killed all of them in broad daylight. Executions. Style. 1990, they came back and killed people using the courts or the judicial system. 1993, they did that again. Today, as we stand, we have about 200 people on death row in Ghana. 4 of them are women. About 200 people, and they are on death row. Look at it. There has not been an execution in Ghana since 1993. Yet at the end of 2016, 144 men and 4 women were languishing on the country's death row. 62 of them have been there for more than 5 years. In recent years, it appeared that Ghana was moving towards abolition of the death penalty. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. So death penalty is when the courts find out that you are this, you are that. They will shoot and kill you. Now look at the people that they shot and killed. Look at their names. And what did they do? Some of them were engaged in armed robbery. They shot and killed them in 1993. Their names, Amnesty International brought out some of the names, and all that, shot and killed in this country. They killed them, right? Amnesty International says one reason death penalty should be removed from Ghana is respect for human lives. Hallelujah. Hey! Respect for human lives. My brother, my sister, armed robbers were shot and killed in this country. The courts okayed that. They were executions. Hear me now. The point I want to make is very simple, and I'll close on that note. Because of the respect for human life, stop these killings, known as what? The death penalty, right? Death penalty. We thank you. But there's a bigger death penalty than the so-called courts okayed death penalties. You want to hear it again? There are bigger death penalties than the so-called courts death penalty. My brother, if your ministers are still stealing, your presidents are thieves, corruption is baffling the people night and day. Do you know how many people corruption executes? Corruption kills more people in Ghana than the court's so-called death penalty. Diseases are killing people because of our carelessness. We don't build hospitals, we build cathedrals. Foolishness. Now, if you do not build the hospitals and people fall sick, what do? They die. That's a bigger death penalty, brethren. What the heck are you talking about, brethren? Hunger is killing more people in Ghana than the so-called death penalty. The countries that have removed the death penalty, they respect human lives. But do we respect human lives? That's the question I want to ask. Election comes. Parties send members to go out brandishing weapons and firing all over the place. Kaswa Van Dam, a woman, brings out a gun and fires in a Hollywood style. Nothing happened. We saw how ballot boxes were taken. People were shot and killed. Is that not worse than a death penalty? If you are stopping death penalty because of the love and respect for human lives, then please include corruption, include foolishness, include all those things that you do. Ego, nepotism, pluralism, all these things, so that we'll have a better country. Remember my name, Blakk Rasta, and of course, this is the Black Pot, aka COOCOO Show No More, where we speak truth to power. Remember, we are live on Pan-African TV, also live on Loud Silence TV, live on Ghana Web TV. We are also live on our own YouTube page, and that is the Black Empire Media. Of course, you can see that. And Black Empire Media is very powerful. We are known all over the world. Just yesterday, I had so many calls from America. And you know what they said? We watch you every time, and you will be shocked who watches you. My brother, when you stand for the people, you would naturally get the attention of the people. Remember, we normally don't like to criticize. But if we might criticize, we would only criticize to build and not to destroy. Follow us and subscribe to our YouTube page. Follow us on all our media, social media handles. And remember to click on the notification button so that you will be reminded to watch us every time. Remember, we speak uniquely. We are not neutral. We have a side, and the side of the truth is our side. The side of justice is our side. Boy, skip a jar.